This is Module 5.1, Balloon Shed Familiarization. This is the balloon shed. It's comprised of two rooms, the big cubicle inflation room where the balloons are inflated, and the smaller electrolyzer room where the hydrogen gas is manufactured. There are two overhead doors on opposite sides of the inflation room and ramps leading down to ground level. There are two sets of stairs, the main stairs leading into the electrolyzer room, and the ramp stairs. A walkway leads from the ramp to the main stairs. There are two walkway lights, and these are controlled by photocells, so they turn off during the day and come on at night. Above each of the overhead doors are floodlights, used to illuminate the ground when the release happens in darkness. These lights are controlled from inside the inflation room. The interior lights in both the electrolyzer room and the inflation room are controlled from the single light switch beside the door. Both the electrolyzer room and the inflation room have roof-level vents. This ensures any accidental release of hydrogen will be quickly cleared away. The north side of the inflation room. The electrolyzer room has a fire detector and a gas sensor. If either of these sensors is activated, it will sound a loud siren located on the north side of the inflation room. And turn on indicator lights so you can tell from a distance which alarm was activated. Note that the lights are in alphabetical order. Fire on the left, gas on the right. Below the indicator lights is the breaker panel that controls the power for all the interior circuits. Here's a simplified floor plan of the balloon shed. You can see the electrolyzer room is dominated by the electrolyzer. The inflation room is dominated by the inflation table in the center and the gas cylinders along one wall. When you open the front door to the electrolyzer room, the first thing you see is the electrolyzer itself, and we'll cover that in more detail later. On the ceiling above the electrolyzer, you can see the entrance to the vent extending outside. A fire sensor is activated if the temperature exceeds 60 degrees Celsius. Right beside the vent is the gas detector, which measures the concentration of any hydrogen gas in the room. Standing just inside the door, if you look to your left, you'll see the safety board. The PPE cabinet contains gloves, safety glasses, goggles, face shield, and aprons. The chemical burn station contains neutralite solution to neutralize strong alkalis, like the fluid inside the electrolyzer. The first aid kit and the eye wash station contains a water bottle. On the wall, you can see one of the electric room heaters. On the other side of the entrance door, you can see another electric heater, a 20-pound ABC fire extinguisher right beside the door, and a water hose and a mop and bucket. As you walk around the electrolyzer, you can see the door leading to the inflation room. The green desk contains the logbook as well as spare parts and components. The tool board on the upper right contains special tools used for working on the electrolyzer. The tools are made of an aluminum brass alloy that won't create sparks if the tools hit something metallic or are banged together. Beside the desk is a shelf of more electrolyzer parts. The tank in the corner is the hydrogen storage tank, and it usually contains enough gas for about 8 balloons. Looking into the inflation room, you can see the table used for inflating balloons, the storage cabinet, a sand bucket and shovel for icy conditions, switches for the exterior floodlights, a box of twine for tying up balloons, a cart for moving gas cylinders around, ladders for changing light bulbs, and chains for opening the overhead doors to the right and to the left. Looking up at the ceiling, you can see one of the roof-level vents designed to allow any hydrogen gas out of the room. Here's another view of the inflation table and one of the overhead doors. On the inflation table is the balloon filler stand. The brown hose connects the gas supply to the filler stand. The balloon is attached to the nozzle on top with a clamp. A ground wire connects the filler stand to a ground rod outside and ensures the filler stand is properly grounded to prevent static sparks. A green wire connects the nozzle to the ground wire. Here you can see a full balloon on the filler stand. Here's a view looking back showing a balloon on the inflation table. The gas cylinders are a spare supply of lifting gas used in case the electrolyzer is not operational. There's another 20-pound ABC fire extinguisher located beside the door. This completes the balloon shed familiarization.